I think the value of community organisations are being rooted in the communities that they serve, being trusted by those communities.
What I enjoy the most about working for Health for All is having the opportunity to be in the heart of the community and being able to reach the people that need the support the most.
I live and work in my community and I know what happens. I know what happens at 7 o'clock in the morning, I know what happens at 10 o'clock in the night. It's local people, local issues, things that affect me, my children, my family.
And I was appointed as a community health development worker 31 years ago when South Leeds Health for All was established. And my task was to try to discover practical ways to redress health inequalities through promoting community participation and collaboration. So finding out all the needs of homeless families, finding out the needs of young people, what affected their physical and mental health. In fact, the services that we deliver now can be traced back to many of the issues that we found out in those days. We were able to grow and develop gradually over those years to the point at which we do have a staff team of nearly 100 and we run 6 community hubs and family centres. The main challenges we face are the sheer breadth and depth of the deprivation that the communities we serve experience. We genuinely do reduce social isolation. We do improve health, both physical and mental health. We bring people together so that they can form friendships, can draw on peer support from each other, and we try and address the impact of poverty on different families and communities.
Violence Reduction Unit is working with young people who are at risk of crime, and we have referrals quite often from the police or from schools with targeted young people. So we might do some cooking sessions or some art sessions, and within those sessions we've got key themes that we look at. There was one young guy that kind of came in, he was all for talking about gangs and his friends were in gangs and he wanted to be part of this gang, and we really broke it down and we suggested that he write this letter to somebody whose son had died, and it was so powerful, and we saw this guy change over the weeks.
A guy came to us a few years ago, totally socially isolated, no friends, was struggling financially, he had debts up to his ears. We got him involved in different activities, gardening, woodwork, singing. We managed to speak with people at the housing, so we got him financial packages in place. He now helps other people, so from being down and out and destitute basically, he's now become a community mentor himself. So that's the kind of impact that Health for All has. It will inspire people and it will empower them and it will bring out the best in them.
One of the models which we're most proud of is when communities identify a need or an interest, we facilitate them coming together with others, helping them to form a small group, elect a committee, set up a bank account, and we help them to become independent. And that's led Health for All to now be supporting 50 to 60 small groups, from community choirs to gardening groups to peer support groups for all different nationalities.
The projects that I run are across the board, so like women's groups, older people's projects, youth projects, and all set up really organically from the needs of the community. I run Kushidil Women's Group, which is a Bangladeshi women's group, and that was set up just over 10 years ago. The women were saying there was nothing in the area for them. They were really quite socially isolated, there was a lot of loneliness, mental health issues, but just no activities as well at the same time. Once we set that up, they were saying there's nothing for our mums, our mother-in-laws, so then we set up Cushy Nanas, which just means happy grandmas. It's a really safe space, and ultimately there's not many safe places in the community to talk honestly and openly about issues that affect them on a daily basis.
I think that really encouraged me, inspired me is about how much impact we can make, especially to helping the elderly to reduce their loneliness and isolation, and also helping some Chinese people here, they be able to be access some services, to meeting the people with speaking same language and share the same cultures. That is really needed, for the Chinese community, especially for the elderly, because the language barrier and the culture barrier, we got very limited, the place to go. So we're doing the singings, we're doing a trip out, we're doing our Chinese New Year celebration, Moon Festival celebration, boat trip, so all the things that we can expect as our culture and speaking in our same language.
One of the things that I would love to see in the future is more recognition of small peer support groups and centres, more resources for them, and the recognition that they are the hearts very often of local communities.
My role is everything to do with the community transport side of the project. We'll get you where you want to be, and the other projects within Health for All will sort out any other issues that you have. It benefits any not-for-profit group. So the majority of our work is primary school children, so it's taking them to out-of-school activities, football, cinema, social, anything that they want to do, we'll do it. Elderly, we have some accessible buses as well which take wheelchairs. Anyone who wants to go anywhere within the UK, we'll sort them out. I enjoy the variety of the job. We go to the Dales a lot and I love it out there. So it's a big change from urban Leeds.
We work in partnership with a whole range of third sector and statutory organisations in the areas that we serve. We really do need to invest time into developing knowledge about each other, awareness about each other's strengths and areas in which we can each improve, but the benefits are immense. The value of being part of the Health and Wellbeing Alliance is firstly meeting other leaders of different third sector organisations across the country and sharing information about the challenges that we face in our own areas and feeling that you have a voice. The support that we've received since we've been a member of Locality has been immense. Can't speak highly enough of the staff, the support that they've offered either over the telephone or through meetings. Being part of an organisation, a network like Locality does make you feel that you're not alone, in the same way that we as a community health development organisation bring people out of their isolation. So Locality, I feel, has brought us out of our isolation and enabled us to be stronger together. We'd like to hope we'll still be here in 30 years' time, hopefully not addressing the very same problems, because surely together in a country that's one of the richest in the world, we can find some solutions to the poverty and the isolation and the many challenges that local people face.
I think what is unique about Health for All is that it's not so prescriptive. We have a lot of flexibility and there's a lot of staff with a lot of different skills. Whatever we're hit with, we can deal with that.
We're really, really flexible and adaptable. We don't have to wait a long time to see if there's an issue within the community to actually make some tangible change. Communities have got so much potential. It's just about nurturing and blossoming and getting that out.
It's letting people know that they have the power to change things. And once they have that confidence to go ahead and do it, then great things can happen.